How to increase one's self-confidence. My method is very simple, just one sentence. Continuously work near the boundaries of your abilities. Carefully and intelligently choose what you do. Try to accomplish one thing at a time. Form positive feedback with good results in your work, and constantly reinforce the belief that I can do it. This sentence contains two layers of meaning. The surface meaning is to find your comparative advantage and gradually build psychological advantages through accomplishments. Psychological advantage is the underlying meaning. Many times we fall into this trap. A passionate young person carries dreams of changing the world and bravely tries again and again, firmly believing that as long as they persist, they will succeed. However, they repeatedly encounter setbacks and eventually become a middle-aged person with diminished willpower. The reason is that they failed to establish such positive feedback and gradually wore away their psychological advantages, thus losing confidence in everything they do. Of course, this highly summarized sentence requires us to put in a lot of effort to continuously learn and expand your circle of abilities. The larger your circle of abilities becomes, the more opportunities you will have to accomplish things step by step. If your circle of abilities is too small, even if you are very intelligent and seek out your comparative advantage, there may not be many opportunities. Waiting idly without making progress or improvement over time can erode determination. For example, if you work for a large company with good French language skills, there will be more opportunities for foreign trade or international business negotiations. Through these experiences, you will gain more training, which gradually builds confidence in working internationally. If you don't know French language skills well enough, choose another area like analysis or planning to strengthen your psychological advantages. But if faced with a job where there aren't many choices but must face it alone, then positive feedback may be broken, causing a loss of confidence when dealing with similar situations in the future. Wisdom in choosing is important, but our lives occasionally require us to face challenges head-on. At these times, the size of your circle of abilities determines how many opportunities you have and the strength of your psychological advantages. 3. Continued learning is not blindly investing time and energy. It is crucial to understand the rules of a particular field. Blindly investing time and energy may not expand your circle of abilities. You must find scientific methods and practice persistently to achieve results. If the method is wrong, the more effort you put in, the further away from the correct path you will be. 4. Carefully and intelligently choose what tasks to invest your energy into. You must admit that there are some things where we invest a lot of effort and resources but still cannot do well. If given a choice, I suggest you choose something that you can do well. Of course, this is not easy. It requires A. Knowing your limits. Knowing what tasks you can excel at quickly and efficiently, what tasks require great effort but only yield mediocre results, and what tasks are beyond your capabilities no matter how hard you try. This cannot be figured out by simply guessing. To clarify your limits, multiple attempts and timely reflection are necessary after completing each task. After finishing a task with either good or bad results, most people don't deeply reflect on it. Instead, they fall into an attribution error. If something succeeds, it's because I am capable. If something fails, it's because there weren't enough resources or luck was bad. External conditions were insufficient. If one continues spinning around in such attribution errors, they will never understand their limits. Things accomplished by luck make them think it was due to their ability, so next time when faced with similar situations without preparation, they may end up being embarrassed. When unable to accomplish something due to lack of ability, they attribute it to external conditions, so when encountering similar situations in the future, they may continue to face the problem of lacking confidence. Forgive me for being blunt, but this is an important reason why most ordinary people become disheartened as they grow older. Learn about attribution theory and social psychology and thoroughly analyze it from 3 aspects: consistency, distinctiveness, and consensus. This will help you understand your limits. B. Wisdom in setting reasonable goals when facing things that far exceed one's ability boundaries. When something exceeds one's ability boundaries but has a substantial return after completion, many people will choose to take a risk. There are only a few chances in life to take risks. In this world, some things have only two results: success or failure. For example, in sales, if you make the sale, it is a success. If the customer hesitates and does not make the purchase, it is a failure. In such cases, if it exceeds your ability boundaries, you must have the wisdom to give up. If doing it won't lead to success and instead undermines your psychological advantage, then it's better not to do it. But some things do not have just two results. Instead, they exist between two extreme situations with countless intermediate areas. For these kinds of things, you need the wisdom of setting goals. C. Choose more tasks near the boundary of your abilities and invest energy into growth and improvement. Jump within reach. If all you do are tasks that you can easily handle on your own, such as mechanical repetitive tasks at work or basic arithmetic for college students, it naturally won't damage your confidence but also won't increase it. If your abilities don't expand and you encounter challenges later on, you will still be affected. So try to do tasks near the boundary of your abilities. Depending on their urgency, choose different tasks. For example, if something is urgent and needs immediate results. If this task falls within or slightly beyond your ability boundary range where taking an extra shift or learning quickly can help achieve success, then go ahead and do it. Accomplishing such a task will create positive feedback. However, if this task is far beyond your ability boundary range, then forget about it. On the other hand, for less urgent matters with timeframes of months or even a year, even if it currently exceeds your ability boundary, as long as you have plenty of time to plan and learn for improvement, and you anticipate that it will eventually fall within your ability range, then go ahead with it. What is most taboo is aiming too high while having low skills. 5. Establish continuous success to build positive feedback and continuously increase self-confidence. By following the above principles, you should be able to achieve more success. Let these successes constantly nourish your confidence until it grows into a towering tree. Of course, not everything can be successful. There will always be things that you think can succeed but ultimately fail because we often misjudge ourselves, not to mention the significant influence of external factors on success or failure. At this time, stable expectations and proper attribution are necessary. Success and failure also serve as the basis for dynamically adjusting one's ability boundaries. If cooperation is involved in tasks, then the environment you are in and the people you interact with will greatly impact the outcome. Either adapt to the environment or change it. Finally, enhancing self-confidence is a long process of self-awareness and self-improvement. It cannot rely on inspirational quotes or hype to hypnotize oneself. Self-hypnosis only produces mysterious confidence that others cannot understand. In reality, it is a cognitive dissonance that does not help your life at all. Only rational judgment, continuous effort, and scientific attribution can help you establish true confidence.